not see myself going to sleep anytime soon. Hey, hello everyone. So this is an early impromptu live stream. So I'm going live on Beagle on Thursday. But I thought I would just entertain myself, really. Hey everyone. Touch of insomnia. Have you tried this thing called ASMR net? Yeah. I'm actually melting. Your room is backwards. Yeah, it's because I'm using my phone and I tried to have it the other way around. But if I have it the other way around, I can't see the comments. So, Jesus Christ. I feel like it's all going a bit Pete Tong. Right, there. Too much DJing, yeah, I know. My body clock is completely messed up. It's so messed up right now. How are we all doing? How's your week been? My week has been, I don't know, it's only been 2 days, but I've been struggling to kind of get back into the swing of things this week. A lot on my mind, so yeah, it's probably not helping with my energy levels. It's probably keeping me awake. But yeah. Yes, Eric, me too. Hello. 2 days, it's felt like it's 7, you're telling me. Thank you so much, Harry. Hey, Stephen. Why can't you sleep? Well, I haven't tried. As you can see, I'm still wearing my makeup. So I've clearly not tried that hard, but I was just sitting here and I thought to myself, why not? Why not go live? This is unexpected, yeah. It's unexpected for me too. I just thought, you know what, let's just hook up my phone and yeah, let's see where we're going. Thank you. But I'm actually melting so much. I've got my pyjamas underneath it. And my pyjamas are also furry. So I think I'm a bit overdressed. It's quite late, isn't it, in the UK, but perhaps this is a good time for some of my American viewers. What about Australia? It's probably mid-afternoon. Delirious drama. I moved to London for uni in September, and as students do, my sleep schedule went from 11 PM to 9 AM to 6 AM to 2 PM. Thank you, Dio. Thank you very much. Thank you. How cold is it? Not too bad today, I think. It's 8 degrees, so not that cold. 8 degrees Celsius. In New Mexico, it's 4:31. Hiya, Jack. Hello. I'm going to try and keep it as quiet as possible and as relaxing as possible tonight. Usually I get carried away on my live streams, but I think I really need to mellow out tonight, and perhaps you do too. I cannot remember the last time I did what I call proper sleep. The last night was a good sleep. Maybe it was too good for me. It was too good. That's why I can't sleep now. Yes, the last stream attempt had a lot of technical difficulties. I tried to have the stream with my camera turned round so that the quality was better, but then I realised intense. Thank you, Jack. You look cold. Do you have any fluffy peaches? And I am not cold at all. I am melting. Look. I'm going to stand up. And underneath them, I've got another pair of fluffy pyjamas. I'm not stripping, by the way. YouTube, do not, I don't know, like turn off my stream or demonetize me. But like, I've got another fluffy pair underneath. It's actually a bit intense. So much fluffy. Pants on pants. Right. Okay, I actually just slipped one pair off there. That was shady. Flipception. What is the right way to say Glasgow? Hello. YouTube censors just woke up. I know, and look all the layers here. So much fluff. Okay, let's relax. Right. Sorry, I meant to be relaxing you, not just playing that. Get the bare PJs. So I have fluffy pyjamas to bed, and I also have the most fluffy bed covers. It's ridiculous. Look at that. These are my pillows, and they match my duvet. My bed sheet is normal at the moment, but sometimes I have a fluffy bed sheet. If you're melting, why are you wearing layers? Okay, because, right? I was plodding about the house, only wearing my pyjamas. And then I thought to myself, I can't sleep. So I thought, right, I'll stream. But sometimes when I'm streaming, I get cold. Like, same with Dundee accents. I never used to be able to tell the difference. Because to me, I thought Edinburgh and Dundee sounded the same. But now, when I'm abroad, if I heard an Edinburgh person speak, I wouldn't be able to pinpoint where they were from. But now, as soon as I hear a Dundee accent, I'm like, yeah, of course. The stream froze. Oh no. Oh, my internet's been playing up a little bit tonight. Ni hao. Where are my fluffy pyjamas from? I can't remember actually. Let me check the label. They're currently around my ankles now. Love to lounge. Made in China. Where is it? Primark. Primark. Good quality for Primark actually. Yeah, I've had these for years. Thank you for all the love hearts. Hey Crystal. Hey Dominic. You do any accents? I could do the Tipperary accent. Kind of. So basically, when I lived in Australia, my best friend was this guy called Niall. And one time him and I were telling stories, like spooky stories, and there was something he said and it sounded so Irish, and I've always remembered that one phrase. And he was telling me a story and he said, and they believed her because she never lied about anything. And I don't know why that's the only sentence I could say in a Tipperary accent. And they believed her because she never lied about anything. And he would call me Josephine. I don't know if you could hear the accent properly when I'm whispering. I'm so honoured to be in the presence of the legendary Rod Stewart. texture. My pyjamas are from Primark. Oh, sorry to hear that, Oliver. It's a long way to Tipperary. What did I have for dinner? I had spaghetti bolognese, but it was a bit of a weird one. Right, you see, the thing is, I'm not a very good cook. I'm really not. So I had like this garlic and herb tomatoey paste sauce, and I had some leftover pesto from last night, so I mixed them together, but it wasn't quite hitting the mark. So then I got some ketchup and just squeezed it in. Wee bit of mayo, sorted. The weirdest spaghetti bolognese. Hello, Tommy. I've been to Copenhagen. I went there 9 years ago. 9 years ago. Hey, Madeline. What did I do in Japan? That was, I went travelling. How long ago now? Oh my, it was about 7 years ago I was in Japan. Hey, Chris. No, Mark, I did not make the pesto myself, come on. It was a tub. The Italians might want to string me up for this, but the best pastas are for sure the ones where you throw the recipe out the window and just go wild. I agree. Not the ketchup. Pesto ketchup and mayo bolognese, I will try that. It was alright. Will you do a video for anxiety relief anytime soon? Yeah, sure. That's a great idea. I'm not filming tomorrow, but I might film on Thursday or Friday. And I might have a video ready for Sunday. We'll see. If I do like an anxiety relief video, what kind of things would you like to hear? What triggers would be soothing for you? Yeah, a whole tub of pesto. No. It's been in my fridge for a wee while. You're all very intrigued about my food. I soaked penny in salt and hot chocolate mix, and it was actually good. That sounds wild. Why did you do that? I'm planning to go to Japan once I have the money saved. Oh, hey Colin, hello. Well, I'm thinking I might start streaming on Twitch coming as of January. So I'll let you know when I start streaming regularly on Twitch. But I think it'll be in the new year. Okay. Big time sneezing. Does it feel good or bad? It feels good, but it's annoying. Last night, I actually think my fluffy pillow was getting at the back of my throat because I kept like having a tickly throat, but it wasn't like an illness. It was genuinely like there was a bit of fluff in my throat, so I think it was the pillow. Oh, Dio has 2 years, amazing. The music career, I've got a gig on Saturday, so I'm playing at this thing called the Secret Raves. So the promoters haven't told anybody the venue. They've told like people who've bought tickets who's on the lineup, but they don't know where it is. It's somewhere in Glasgow city centre. And then tonight my friend, who also DJs, but he does like commercial gigs. I tend to do like kind of like underground music. But he messaged me and said, please, can you help me out? I'm meant to be playing a Taylor Swift party on Friday night, but I've double booked. Please, can you cover this event? So I'm going to be playing for 3 hours hours on Friday. Nothing but Taylor Swift. I mean, I'm not even that big a Taylor Swift fan, but he needs a favour and I'll get money for it too, so why not? Why not? Hey Rory, hello, hello. Are you fighting for creator crush? Do you ever like get up to the mic and almost accidentally start doing ASMR? No, but I think there's been occasions where I'll like pick up something and I'll just start tapping on it. And whoever I'm with kind of looks, especially if they don't know that I've got an ASMR channel. And I'll just be like... I'm a heavy metal type of person. Do you know what? I love a little bit of heavy metal. I went to go see a kind of heavy metal rock band in January. They're called Glory Hammer. And they're this fantasy rock band from Dundee. And they sing about unicorns and goblins and wizards in outer space. Glory Hammer. And I went to go see them. This band from Scotland, right, get this. I went to go see a band from my hometown in Germany. And it was awesome going to this rock concert. These huge, big German goths. They were all in their 30s and 40s, and me, I crowd surfed twice. Oh, thank you so much for the donation, Casey Jones. Smoother, crunchy peanut butter. Crunchy. Crunchy. Oh, I've got a video I need to upload. It's not an ASMR video, right? Maybe I could do it after this. But it's a blooper. But I thought it would be fun to upload to my full channel, or like available on the channel rather than like Patreon or something, because it's quite funny. For my last video, I'm setting up, and then some techno music was in the background, and I start raving to it. It's quite funny. I thought it'd be fun to upload it. Oh hell yeah, I love a bit of Glory Hammer. Hi from USA, where 420 is legal. It's alright for some, isn't it? There is a Scottish store online here in the USA, and they have almost everything in Scottish. What would you recommend food-wise? You mean Scottish food? Okay. Buy some haggis, right? Buy good quality beef burgers. And you can create like a Balmoral burger by putting a layer of haggis on top of a beef burger. It's sublime. Amazing. I love it. Did you enjoy being on Raven? Yeah, I loved it. I loved it, but actually looking back, I think I took it too seriously. I remember being 12 years old and I had fun, but I remember getting really quite upset when I lost. I was so competitive. I still am a bit, but not as much as I was. And it actually taught me a good lesson, because I remember coming away from the show and watching it back and thinking that was so much fun, but I wasn't living in the moment. I was so worried about how I was going to do in the next challenge, or if I was going to be staying there for the rest of the week by competing in the challenges, that I didn't enjoy it as much as I should have. I just learned a big lesson from that. So I think there's a wee bit of a delay between some of the messages and what I'm saying. Raven is a kids TV show in the UK. And when I was 12, I was on this kids TV show, and it's set in Scotland, or this fantasy world, but it's filmed in Scotland, and all the kids on the show are warriors, challenges. Let's have a look at some more messages. If you like Glory Hammer, you probably also like Power Wolf. Great recommendation. Let me get up. So this is my old phone, by the way. It's not like a burner phone or something. I use this one for my TikToks and whatnot. But I'm going to search Power Wolf on Spotify and save it for later. Okay, Power Wolf. Oh wow, they're quite big. Okay. Follow. Okay, so I'm going to listen to Power Wolf afterwards. Hey, Mark. Hello. I'm great, Weasel. Wes. Does your twin like ASMR? She was the one that showed me ASMR actually. When I was studying in China, she sent me a video and told me to watch it because I told her I was quite stressed, and she said, right, this will help. And I never looked back. How did I learn how to DJ? Kinda, at first it was observation. Frankie was DJing and I would play electric violin. So when I wasn't playing the violin, I was watching what she was doing, and that's kind of how I learned. I am single, yes, Ezra. Abysmally so. Did you play any sports in high school? Yeah, I played hockey, but netball. That was into like my martial arts quite a bit. Thank you, Garrett. I need footage of the show. I think there's probably a couple of clips online. I'll try and find them. Sounds way cooler than Blue Peter. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Do you like the band Idols? I've never heard of them. I like Greta Van Fleet. They're probably, well, they used to be my favourite band. But I'm not so much into their new album. Idols, I'm going to search them too. I love finding new music. I actually mainly listen to electronic music, but not techno. I listen to indie dance, and recently I love drum and bass and like garage. Hello there, General Kenobi. This also. What kind of phone do I have? I have a Google Pixel 7a, and this is my old one, which is a 4a. Wait, electric violin, as in violin but electric, that's a thing that exists. Yeah. Oh, I don't have it in my room, it's in my living room. Do you want, if you wait a wee moment, I'll go and grab it, and then I'll show you my violin. Do you think that'd be fun? Can you do more soft spoken? Yeah, I could do some soft spoken. Oh, hey Lee, I asked Biko if you still work with Chinese students, and the comment got deleted. That's strange, but no, I don't work for a university anymore. I used to, but I quit that last year because I left Newcastle. I was working in Newcastle, and yeah, I quit that job, moved to Glasgow, and now I'm trying to figure things out. I was actually having a bit of a life crisis today. I was like, what do I want to do with my life? Am I down the right path? Hey David, yes, I like Limmy. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up a little bit. I feel like I've missed loads. Greta Van Fleet is like a modern day Led Zeppelin, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Josh Kitska, his voice is just like Robert Plant. Drum and bass, like White Stripes. No, kind of like Chasing Status. Who else? Let's see. Let me pull up a playlist that. Okay, this is my playlist, D&B. Okay. Oh, you can't see. We've got here Lena Bunks, Jason Status, Flodan, Gorgon City, LOR, another Jason Status. Yeah. Okay, let me scroll to the bottom and try to... Oh, I've missed so many comments. Techno DJs definitely like... But thank you. Did you teach music or dance? I used to teach choir, actually, when I was 23. Oh my, wow, that was a while ago. Life is flying by. When I just graduated, I taught a choir, and that was so much fun. Working in Newcastle, from what I've read in comic books, nothing good happens in Newcastle. Oh, I love Newcastle though. Yeah, I left last summer. I didn't want to, but me and my ex broke up, and he was a Geordie, and I was actually living in Whitley Bay, so not far from Tynemouth. How old are you? How old do you think I am? I'm getting on. We have this conversation on Bigo all the time. Dude, I'm asking what I'm doing in my life every single day. And you tell me I should be saving it for special occasions. Yeah, save it for a Tuesday. No dance, please. Andy C. I am going to see Andy C. In December. I am buzzing. It's going to be part of my birthday celebrations. So somebody's just commented about Andy C, and he's a drum and bass artist or producer, DJ. And because I used to live in Newcastle, I'm having 2 birthdays. I'm having a birthday in Glasgow, and I'm also going to Newcastle, and I'm telling all my friends to go see Andy C. What's your next travel destination? I want to go to India, and I'm meant to be going in February, also for my birthday, but I've not booked it yet. I'm leaving it quite late. Black, 30 got it. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, JMO. Thank you. Do you ever struggle with belly sounds during filming? I heard this was a common problem in ASMR. Well, anyways, love you. I used to, but now I've kind of like timed it perfectly. So I'll make sure that I eat something at least 2 hours before I film. Because if I'm hungry, my stomach goes crazy. But then if I'm too full, you hear the digesting sounds, and it's not great. A lot of ASMR artists just leave the sounds in there. I hate it. I edit out all the little bumps and little noises. Basically what I do, I'll let you in on a secret. I actually think somebody heard me clapping because I hadn't edited out of a video, but basically what I do is I'll clap at the beginning of a video and then just hold my breath for 30 seconds, like, and record the silence and the white noise, and then I'll clap again. And when I go into the editing process, I'll like scan that 30 seconds and I'll do a noise reduction on it, so it reduces the sound in the video. Then I'll cut up a little snippet from that right in the middle. So right in the middle for 30 seconds, I'll cut and copy that audio. It's like a couple of seconds of silence. So when I'm going through the track, the audio track with the actual whispering, if I hear a little bang or a noise or a stomach gurgle, I'll paste the silence over it, so you'll never hear anything. It takes so long. Like, genuinely, a video sometimes takes about 6 hours to edit, and it looks just simple. But it's because I'm doing all these behind the scenes things. Do you ever put on fake nails? used to, but I play violin far too much now. You know, I've got quite tough tips of my fingers because I'm playing the violin. I was going to get my violin, wasn't I? 27. You think I'm 27? Are you engaged? No. Okay, right. I'm missing loads of comments. I'm so sorry. There's quite a lot. Basically, when I stream on Beagle, my voice just broke. When I stream on Beagle, there's like 10 regulars that join in the chat, and I can manage the comments quite well, and I'll go off on mad tangents. But I think on YouTube, I'm not fast enough. Dance, please, dance. So how do people do the multi-hour videos? Don't they put themselves to sleep? That's the thing. When I watch my own ASMR, unless I'm hungover, I don't put myself asleep. There's been times when I'm editing and I'm really hungover and I'm like this. And my eyes go together and I'm not getting tingles, but I'm just like... But if I'm not hungover, I'm fine. Do you use a band pass filter to remove the low frequency bumps? Yeah, I do. However, I don't like to use it too much because, like for example, I think when I'm EQing the lower frequencies, it gets rid of that nice little grumble that, for example, the fluffy mic gives. Does that make sense? Oh, the mic scratching, rubbing sounds in videos, are those live or sub-dubbed? If you see me doing it, it's live. But what I'll do is if I'm, like scratching your head and doing this, I'll do that afterwards. So I'll film the whole video, I'll edit it, and then I'll go into my little studio, whatever, and I'll watch the video and I'll make sounds that replicate or mimic the actions I'm doing on screen. So if it's like brushing your hair, I'll be sitting there with my hair like this, and I'll try and brush in time with what I'm doing in the video. It can take forever. I grew up in Dundee, but my accent's not that strong, and I've lived in Glasgow for a year. I don't know. Why do you edit it hungover? Because I don't know, I guess for me a weekend doesn't really become a weekend. I'm kind of like working when I can because I'm really busy. So if I'm DJing on a Saturday night and then I go out afterwards, the next day is still a working day for me. So I'll get up and be like, right, I've got a video I need to do. And I'm sitting there hating myself. So watching ASMR with a hangover. What would your favourite female Mortal Kombat character be? Do you know what? I like Mortal Kombat, but I was more into Tekken. I loved Tekken. Christy was my gal. What's your tipple? I like Captain Morgan's or Spice Drum, but Captain Morgan's is usually my go-to. And I like craft beer as well. But anything really. Your description of coffee and its bitter notes has struck with me, but you're considering a coffee tasting video. Yeah, I mean, I'd be wired to the moon. I'd be sitting there like... When I lived in Australia, I was 18 when I moved over there, and as part of this introduction course I did, it was basically a week residential for backpackers to help them get settled into living in hostels, whatnot. And part of the package they gave me a barista barista training course. So I went to this barista studio, whatever, and they taught me how to make coffee. I was 18 and I didn't drink coffee at all. But that, within those 2 hours, within the course, I tried about 10 cups of coffee, or I had about 10 cups of coffee because I was trying all the different coffees. I was walking down Sydney, the main street, just off of Martin's, was it Martin Square? I can't remember, but the main street, and I felt on top of the world. All this coffee charging through my system, and I had a massive crash afterwards. But yeah, I could do like a coffee tasting video. Hey, Lauren. You're really wanting me to dance here, aren't you, Gerald? I'm not. Can you hear that? You've asked me to dance. Oh, this is my favourite dance move. You gotta have the mouth as well. It's like a... My secret dance move was not really that secret, but my special dance move is the bottom. So if you catch me feeling particularly energetic, I'll be whapping out the bottom on the dance floor. Oh, thank you so much, man. What came first, the Scotch chicken or the Scottish egg? The Scotch egg. You have something French in your look. I have a French name, but my parents didn't realise I was French when they named me. They named me after my granddad and my granny. My granddad's called Joseph and my granny's called Betty. Joseph, Betty, Josette, but with a Z, that makes it cool. I don't know what to say. Right, I'm missing loads of messages. Okay. I just want to know what Scottish eggs, what colour they are and how much they cost. Scottish eggs? What? Do you mean Scotch egg? Because that's something different. Well, it's an egg, but it's a Scotch egg is a boiled egg, and around it is like mincemeat. I had a very, very nice Scotch egg the other day. Yeah, in French it's with an S, yeah. I'm watching your live stream inside of Walmart, what could go wrong? Do you do dance meditation videos? Do you mean, I don't know, I've never heard of a dance meditation video. I mean, I love Zumba. During lockdown, I would turn on Zumba, and that's what got me through. Hey, hello everyone. Oh, Katie, nice pun. Oh, did I miss a pun? Are you American? No, I'm Scottish. Would you do another spit painting video? I could, if you'd like. What would your favourite beer from another country be? Oh. I like a Duvel. I like a Duvel beer, Belgian beer. A Scottish egg is when you take a hard-boiled egg and fire it at an unsuspecting Englishman in Edinburgh. Oh, that's funny. If you had to pick only one for the rest of your life, what would it be? Tea cakes or caramel wafers? Okay. Unpopular opinion. I might offend a couple of people here. I don't like tea cakes. I don't like them. Dunnins tea cakes. I can't get away with them. It has to be caramel wafers for me. I have a French surname while being Scottish. Cool. How come you can't sleep? My sleeping schedule's kind of all over the place. And usually my bedtime is around 2 a.m. and then I wake up at 10. So I get a good 8 hours sleep. But it's annoying because I've got to get up early for tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to happen. I have a friend that does Reiki dance videos. Cool. I'd love to watch some Reiki dance. Let me know what their channel is, if they've got a channel, and I'll check out. Do you know Brittany, the region? Yeah, I do. How did you get into DJing? My twin sister actually got into DJing, and I saw, like, she was having so much fun. So I wanted to get involved, and then she suggested that I play my electric violin while she DJs. So I did. That was about 4 or 5 years ago. And through that I just started learning DJing, so I DJ as well as play violin now. Can you handle tequila? Yeah. I'm Scottish, of course I can. Greetings from Germany. What's your #1 favourite movie? In Bruges. You have to watch In Bruges. It is fantastic. It's set in Bruges. Funny that. And it has 2 Irish actors, famous Irish actors in it. Colin Firth and the guy that plays Mad Eye Moody. And then it's also got, oh, what's his name? Is it the guy that plays Voldemort? What's his name? I could just search it. Oh, but I know his name. Ralph Fiennes. I think it's got him in it. Brilliant. It's dark comedy. Maybe a little bit offensive. I haven't seen it in years, but I just remember loving it. Irish humour is brilliant. Sorry, my nose feels like it's running a little bit. It's like my nose is cold, but my body's warm. Have you ever considered moving out of the country? If so, what countries would you consider moving to? Well, I've lived in Australia. I lived there for a year. I lived in China for a year. I would like to live in Thailand, actually. I visited Thailand in February and I loved it. I'd love to live on one of the islands, on a beach. That's partly, like, that's my dream. One day, just going and living there. Living on a beach in a hot country. So yeah, good question. What's your favourite candy bar? I love a good old dairy milk chocolate, or a Boost. A Boost bar's good. So my dad used to do the Scottish fling, the Highland fling, so it's called the Highland fling. Yeah, it's a special dance. The Highland fling. I'm going to show you a wee bit. You start with your hand on your hip like that, and this hand kind of does something like this, and you're like that, and then you're bouncing. But I'm not going to do that because it's a very energetic dance. How is Siska? She's fine. She's just come back from Madrid. Hey Ken. Hello. Did you just call Frankie Siska? Yeah. Send me your channel name now and I'll make a wee note of it. Unless you want to send me an email. Okay, I'm just trying to... Have you seen the Banshees of Inisherin? Yes. So it's the same... Is it the same director as in Bruges? So I went to the cinema to see the Banshees of Inisherin. It's a very strange film. Dark comedy as well. Set in Ireland on this little place by the sea. And Colin Firth's character is basically abandoned by his best friend. I enjoyed the film, but I didn't like it at the time because I think I went to go see it back in January, if I remember correctly. Sorry, I'm squeezing in. And it reminded me of my breakup. I remember watching it and all of a sudden, what's the guy's name? I'm going to find out. I'm bad at telling on stories because I forget details. The Banshees of Inisherin. Okay. I got a 7.7 on IMDb. Not bad. Yeah, Brendan Gleeson, right? So all of a sudden, Brendan Gleeson's character decides that he doesn't want to be friends with Colin Farrell anymore. And Colin Farrell was a good dude. A bit boring, but he was nice. And it was kind of how my ex broke up with me, like literally for no reason at all. Just texted me out of the blue. I think we should call it an end. And I was like, oh. So watching that film, it was only a month and a half afterwards. It was very raw. And I was sitting there thinking, that's not fair. Why do people do that? Why do they just decide that they don't like you anymore? I'm fine. But yeah, it touched a nerve with me back then. I would not have pegged you for a lover of dark humour. Oh no, I've got a really sick sense of humour or something. Or I don't know. I just laugh at a lot of things, I guess. Still game for sure. Have you seen The Colours of the Flower Moon? No, I've never seen it. The Colours of the Flower Moon. Oh wow, it's got an 8 out of 10. See, I always go for IMDb. Wait, Colours of the Flower Moon. Oh, it's got Leonardo DiCaprio in it. Oh, it's on at my local cinema. I might go there when I'm hungover at the weekend. No, not actually. I'm off it. I'm off alcohol. Honestly, this weekend was such a slog. Oh, I've missed so many messages. Let me scroll down to the bottom. Let's see what people are saying. People suck. Yeah, they do. My ex-girlfriend did something like that. Oh, so you're replying to my wee comment there about my breakup. It was just a little bit for no reason. Yeah, I think what was difficult was the fact that in my mind we were still in the honeymoon period. So, I mean, it was my own fault really. I should have known better because my ex and I was with a guy for 7 years. It's a long time. And we broke up last year. And then I went to Ibiza and met a guy. And then it was like a whirlwind romance for 5 months. I should have known better. I met the guy in Ibiza. Like, come on. Come on. But yeah, all of a sudden, out of the blue, I'm done. I was like, well. But I think the thing was, it hurt so bad was because I'd been putting so many of my feelings about my 7-year breakup, just brushing them under the rug. So when my ex of 5 months broke up with me, genuinely the first thing I said was, oh my god, I miss. And I said the name of the other guy that I'd been with for 7 years, and I think I'd just rebounded so hard. So that's why you've maybe seen some of my videos where I said I struggled, kind of like last year, at the beginning of this year, I was struggling, basically because I was processing 2 breakups at once. It was pretty brutal. But I'm fine now. I'm all good. I'm all good. Since you love dark humour, I think you'll like the Danish movie called Adam's Apples. Right, okay, I'll watch that. I'll watch that too. Adam Apple. Danish movie. Cool. Excellent. I'll watch that. Oh, I love the French movie, Le Dîner de Con. There was an American remake. The Dinner for Schmucks, but it's not the same. It's a bit slapstick, whereas Le Dîner de Con is an older film, and it's a slightly more clever in the approach and how they deliver the film. Hej, alltså jag är pisen folk och okej, José. Ibiza are great, but oh, this guy was from Aberdeen. Says all, doesn't it? Says it all. Yeah, I do like Borat. Have you still got condensation on the windows? No, I don't think so. Oh, when I first moved in. Oh yeah, what memory you have. Yeah, no, it's all good now. I got new windows. Don't do things in halves. No, I don't. Yeah, you're right, Artemis. Do you have 80s disco lights? I have a wee glitter lava lamp, and it was gifted to me from somebody on my throne wish list, so that was nice. Oh, thank you very much, Mark. Sorry, I'm trying to reply to as many comments as possible. Thank you, was it Kobe? Yeah, Kobe, thank you for joining us. What's my favourite ASMR trigger? Genuinely just whispering. I think if somebody can get quite up close and then alternate between soft spoken and they'll speak softly and provide personal attention, talk about various subjects, and then get close up to the mic and switch to a whisper voice after having done a little section soft spoken, for me that is just amazing. I think it's the contrast between the low tones, so ASMR artist with a lower voice as well. So there's this ASMR artist that I love, Tingle Storm, and she's a really nice tone about her, and she's usually softly speaks her videos. So yeah, I love her stuff. Love her stuff. Do you keep any pets? No. My voice is about to break. No, I travel too much, to be honest. You were way too special for that Gucci one. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, Katie is having a laugh because the guy, Mr. Ibiza, was also Mr. Gucci. So he wore a lot of Gucci. That's funny. Hard to whisper the complete time it is. This is a selfish thing to say, but if your soft-spoken voice, if you had a cold, would be tops, sniffles aside. I can try and speak. Hey, Dio, is this what you mean? If I speak like this, like I've got a cold, like is that what you meant, Dio? Oh, now my nose is red. Yeah, I'm still alive. Do you get overwhelmed from travelling? Not travelling, but from being busy. I've deliberately freed up my schedule for the next couple of weeks, except from tomorrow. I've got a friend visiting, and it's been planned for a wee while, but it's stressing me out because there's things I could be getting on with, but I've made a commitment, so I'm going to enjoy seeing my friend and live in the moment. But yeah, I do get a wee bit overwhelmed from just being busy all the time. But I love the travelling. You sound like Squidward. I can imagine being ASMR artist in the flesh is pretty bizarre after all the whispers to the normal voice. Yeah, my normal voice is quite different as well, and I speak pretty quickly, so I think you'd maybe get a wee shock. Do you like Attack on Titan? If yes, please tell us how you feel. broke the internet when you did that. The stream froze. I was holding my nose because Dio said that if I had a cold and I did soft speaking, it would be relaxing. So I thought, let's test that theory. Will tomorrow's Beagle Live be live from the bingo hall? Yeah, well, I'll try my best. Really, Eric? Eric's saying another ASMR channel recommended your channel for viewers. Wow, that's so nice. Which ASMR channel was it? Do you remember, please? I'd love to say thank you to them. And this tomorrow for you? Well, yeah, technically, right now it is 24 minutes past 12, so it's Wednesday. So I'm going live on Bigo on Thursday, so technically tomorrow. But it still feels like Tuesday night for me. When all the ASMRs get together, do you all whisper together? No, we were all very raucous. We had a very raucous time. We all met up 2 years ago. I'll show you the picture. We met up and I actually organised it because a lot of ASMR artists are pretty introverted, but I'm a massive extrovert and I love meeting new people, so I thought this would be a great idea. I was going to London and I put on Twitter a status and I said, if there's any ASMR artists in London or nearby that'd like to meet up, I'd love to catch up and get to know you all. There ended up being 30 of us in Hyde Park 2 years ago. It was so much fun. We brought booze to the park and just sat there eating pizza, having a drink, getting to know each other. It was so much fun. Here we go. I'm actually counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I'm only 16. Oh well. Can you see? Oh, no, that's ASMR darling. Oh, it's GB. No, here we go. Can you see? Oh, it's not focusing. Alright. We have... I'm trying to tap on the screen. Is it going to focus? No, it's not focusing. We have Scottish Murmurs there. We have Jodie Marie ASMR, Katie ASMR. We have Lizzie Lestrange. We have Carol, Maya ASMR, Matthew, Atlas ASMR, Lady ASMR, Chloe ASMR. It was fun. It was really good fun. Oh, thank you so much for that donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so nice. Wait. Oh, so this violin is not for tonight, I guess. Maybe your next ASMR vid. The thing is, if I go grab my violin, do I could go grab it? I feel like I promised and I haven't done it yet. Okay. When I'm streaming on Bigo, usually a couple of people in the chat tell jokes to keep everyone else entertained when I go to the toilet. Now, I'm not going to the toilet, but I'm about to go grab a violin. So, who wants to volunteer their jokes? Okay. It's Nomad in the chat. What's better than eating a mandarin? What's better than eating mandarin? Oh, Jesus Christ. Sense. zip sounds. There's my baby. So this is my electric violin. Okay, I'm shooting some comments, okay. So, I actually put, so if you play the violin, you're going to think that this is absolutely sacrilegious, and I apologise. Not really. So I had recently, as in like a week ago, put on a fretboard on my violin. So violins usually are just plain along the fingerboard, and violin players just have to play using muscle memory. So, got a big earring in. I'll know where to play just based on the fact that my fingers are so used to putting them down. However, I play my electric violin in clubs, usually at techno raves. Okay, so it's dark, the music is slamming. Usually clubs have like a decibel limit, but all the DJs smash it right up. So for me, I sometimes can't hear what I'm playing, and if the feedback is terrible, which a lot of the time it is, I have no idea if I'm in tune, out of tune. So if it sounds a little bit out of tune, I can't adjust it because I don't know whether it's flat or sharp. Sometimes I could just hear it's not quite right, but there's not enough feedback for me to properly hear what I'm doing. So some gigs I was playing really well, and then the others I was like, my intonation was completely off, and it was making me lose confidence. So I thought, at least if I could feel where my finger should be, because it's raised, right? Because that's the thing as well, in a club, sometimes it's pitch black, so I could barely see what I'm playing. So at least this will keep me right. I feel like I'm cheating, but you know what I mean, it is what it is. Is an electric violin lighter? Yeah, it's much lighter. What is it actually? Yeah. It's been ages since I've played my acoustic. It's up in the attic. Yeah, I know, right? I'm the mistress of both ends of the decibel spectrum. I make really quiet, relaxing ASMR, and the other end of the spectrum is slamming techno. I know, I need to get a wee LED light. Oh my goodness, James, I lost 25% of my roof last night. How did that happen? What happened? Can you fiddle a little? Play. I could play a little bit, I think. I don't know, I don't want it's going to be loud. I'll pluck. Oh my. I really don't want to play too much. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, a little bit pizzicato. So the violin turns on and off. Can you see the light? So the red light means the reverb's on. The green light means it's just on. This is the volume control. And there's a 1/4-inch jack as well as a headphone space. And it's battery operated. Did you buy your electric violin off of Amazon? I'm trying to buy an electric violin for my girlfriend, but I have no idea where I could get the best quality. So I'd say you're pretty good with a Yamaha. This is a Yamaha. I got this second hand actually, and the reason I got it second hand is because this model is discontinued, I think. Well, it was at the time, but my favourite violinist was using it. So this one is a Yamaha, but they have other models out there which are maybe around £600. I would say that's kind of the price mark you're maybe looking at for an electric. You could get a cheaper one, but the ones I was looking at were about £600. Anyway. That's a great idea. If Shorty could play the Halo 3 intro, she'd be bombarded with marriage requests. What an idea. I won't be single by Christmas. Mr. Stewart, can you play Maggie May? How do you feel about ASMR techno? How would that work? Do you think we can make some ASMR techno right now? Like, could we do like a beat or something? What can we do? Is that what you were thinking? Yeah, sure, Alana. Maybe I could do that for one stream. Whispering your names. Is ASMR techno just falling asleep to slam? I'm not sure I could do that. I don't think so. That was pretty dope. What else can I do? Like little things. It's the head bob for me. Oh, this has been so much fun. What time is it though? Yeah, my friend's coming tomorrow. Getting the train up from Newcastle. I actually met this friend in Ibiza as well, but it wasn't the same time as Mr. Gucci. It was a year before COVID, so it would have been 2019. And before that point, I'd been living in Newcastle, and I had one or two friends from work, but I'd been in Newcastle for about 2 years, or coming up for 2 years, and I didn't really have any friends, really. I thought I did, but they were my ex's mates' girlfriends, so like girlfriends as friends, and they weren't very like me, and I was quite lonely actually, but I didn't realise it at the time. And when I met my friend in Ibiza, we got chatting and he said he was from Newcastle, and we hung out at one of the pool parties and then at Ocean Beach. Added each other on Instagram, but I never really met up with him until one day I bumped into him about 6 months later at the gym, and at that point he'd said to me, "Oh hey, how are you doing?" And I actually said, "You know what, rubbish." That day was a rough day, and sometimes I get like that when I'm feeling so down, well not down, but so frustrated, I'll just tell it how it is. And I think he was shocked, and he was like, "Oh really? Okay, let's go talk about it." And we sat down and chatted, and he'd said to me, "Right, let's go for a night out." So it was a Friday that we were at the gym, and I thought, yeah, great. I wasn't DJing back then or anything really, so I thought, why not? And we've been friends ever since, and I've met a lot of people through him, on holiday. I like to think like that, you know, the butterfly effect, one little incident. I mean, I'm very deep at times and I get super analytical, but not in a bad way. Just I like to think things through and ponder what would have happened if this never happened. I think it just makes me grateful for things, you know. And it's probably why I say yes to a lot, because I think, why not? Who knows what can happen? Anyway, that was a ramble and a half. That was a right ramble. Yeah, that was a good film. Do you get recognised walking down the street? I've been recognised a few times. Mainly when I'm on nights out. I remember 2 years ago, some girl came up to me and she gave me a massive hug and she said, "You put my baby and I to sleep at night." It was so nice. Oh, hey Ram, thank you. James, that's hilarious. Okay, anyway, I think I'm going to get going. This has been so much fun, and like I say, it was totally impromptu. I had no plans of going live until about genuinely half an hour before, and then I got set up and thought, here we go, let's do this. But anyway, for those of you who have downloaded the Pico app and who have been coming to my streams, I'll see you on Thursday, 9 PM GMT. Really looking forward to that as well. I love my wee crew. It's nice, there's like a little community that's formed. So thank you to everyone who's joined, and thank you to all the